This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let me just continue, guys. Sorry for that. So now we have been looking at the options like just adding some text, turning them into this hyperlinks, highlighting the text, this text colors, all this is fine. And along with this, we even have some options like emojis, guys. If you want to have some these kinds of emoji icons, even that can be included. Anything to be added, the emoji icons. So this is one. And then now if you want to have that video or an image to be inserted in this pop-up, so we don't have the option to completely load a new file, complete a video file, some GBs of video file or some MBs of image files. You can't load it here. You can't load that heavy files here. You can host it somewhere over the internet, and that shareable link is what you can give it here. Say example, if I want to have a video inserted here, I just click on this icon called insert edit media, system will give me a place where I can add the source. Source is nothing but it is asking me the URL of the video. So somewhere in the internet where it has been hosted, that link is what it is asking me here. So let me just take one URL of a video from the YouTube. That is some success factors, the video itself. I'll just quickly take it. Just give me a moment. So that YouTube video, so YouTube is one of the platform where we can host this kinds of media content. So from there, that shareable link of that video, we can actually take it and place it here into this source actually. So just give me a few seconds. I'm just taking some video of success factors from YouTube. Yeah, so I just taken some YouTube video, guys, where that URL is what I'm pasting it here. Some YouTube video URL, which is actually a standard success factors hosted here video itself. I just pasted that video URL, and if I click on OK, system will immediately give you the preview of that video here in this pop-up. So this is a text what you have added, and just below that, in that pop-up, you have this video. So you get this scroll bar within the pop-up also. Even if you want to add 2-3 videos one after the other, images, anything, you can add it. System can bring you a huge scrolling within the pop-up as well. So this is how you can design your custom tile with whatever media content that you want to have, different text, whatever you want to have, with all the different word formatting options. So the text alignments, the font sizes, the paragraph, these heading styles with the emojis, hyperlinks. If you want to insert some tabular format with some few rows and columns like this, you can do all this, guys. Okay, so I just inserted a image video, and finally the last tab is what it says, assignment tab. So assignment tab is, it can decide under which section this new tile that you're going to create should appear. Should that be under my data, my info, my team, different news sections, or custom sections where? So now I want it to be under my custom section called custom Feb 15. I just select this section. So under this section is my new tile going to appear, and by default any new tile that you add will be available for everybody, all employees. So all employees is a standard group that will be by default added. But if you don't want that to happen, your custom tile, if you want it to be available only for a specific set of population, like only India employees, only US employees, or only Bangalore employees, only Delhi NCR employees, like that, you can create some groups. We can create one target set of people as a group, and for that group only we can have that assignment made here. So how to create a group, we have some further sessions we'll discuss in that. For the time being, we have some already existing groups. If you want to select any groups from that, we can choose it, or all employees is the default group. I want this to be available for everybody. I'm leaving it as it is. So under which section, to whom it should appear, and when it should appear is the third one. That is, you want this style to be visible continuously on the home page, or you want that to be visible only for a specific date range, particular week of days, or for a month, for a quarter, whatever. You can use your start date and end date. So like that, you can choose if anything you want to display for a specific period of time, you can choose that. And if that specific period is dynamic, say example, there should be a tile that should display to all the new joinees for the initial 30 days, for the initial 90 days kind of. I can choose this last option based on start date. Start date is nothing but my joining date. based on my joining date, it can appear for 30 days, it can appear for 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. I can choose this. So if I keep it as some 90 for 3 months is what it is going to appear. Once I complete my 3 months, automatically it gets disappeared from my home page. So that way for new joiners, kind of, it will be useful. But this negative side has no impact as of now. We don't have any functionality with it. Only the positive side is what we have some functionality as on date. Okay, so always or for a specific date range or based on my joining date, kind of, these are the options. So I wanted to keep under my newly added custom section under a group for all employees, and it should be active continuously. So like this, these are the 4 category of steps that we are required to take care. The name of your tile, the visibility of your tile, whether it should be a static or graphical, if it's graphical, square or rectangle, what's the image, all that. And the third one, you are required to choose when somebody clicks on that tile, whether it's a pop-up or it's a redirecting URL or nothing to happen or some email like this. In a pop-up, whatever content, you can have this various content that can be maintained, text, hyperlinks, the videos, images that can be hosted. Even in image also, same thing, guys. If you just want to insert an image, click on insert image. In the pop-up, it will ask you the source. Source is nothing but the one that you just host somewhere in the internet. The URL of that can be pasted here. So that way. And finally, the assignment part under which section for which set of people and when it should appear. These are the things. With all these being done, if you just click on save on the right hand bottom corner, that tile now gets added into your system. A newly created tile under this custom section that we added today, we have this tile now brought up here. Custom 15th is the tile name. This got added here. Finally, you are also required to make sure you are clicking on save button here in this manage home page. At the bottom corner here also you are required to hit on save. That's very important. So one thing is you created a tile and you saved it. Then once this tile is added into the page, home page level also you are required to make sure you are clicking on save. Once this whole thing is done, now if you refresh your home page, gentlemen, so now you see this new section with the custom tile what we created with the image, main title, subtitle and all. When I hit on it, system displays a pop-up where that text what we have given and a preview of the video, all this comes up. This hyperlink I welcome as a word. I given a hyperlink to redirect to google.com so that it is redirecting to the google.com homepage, and clicking on this I can have the video played within this pop-up without even redirecting to somewhere else. Here itself system. It's more important than ever to connect. So this is how we can have our custom tiles brought up onto the home page. So this kind of a custom tile requirement has become common these days for every customer. So every customer will have some kind of their portfolio video about their business. So describing their business, describing their company's vision statements. So like that, they have some video that they will be preparing about their business, and every customer wants to host that in their HR system. So this is a common requirement that we see in the real time. So this is how we can even handle add our new custom tiles onto the home page using this manage home page as an option, guys. Okay, any queries here, please?
Can you just brief little bit like under navigation when I say instead of popover, if I'm selecting email under target, then if it will shoot a email or
No, you have that option. So if I go for this, say under navigation, if I choose URL, it will give me a target where I should navigate, not
okay,
this. The one
okay.
that we this
And
custom
for
fit
email,
19. I'm just opening. Yeah, I'm just opening.
okay,
So under navigation, its pop-up is what we saw. If it's URL, have a target URL that you can set here. And if it's here, you can choose an email addresses, set of email addresses, and you can have some rules also included. Okay, so rules is where we can have some business conditions. If a person from IT department is hitting on the tile, who should be getting some notifications. If it's a person from sales department hitting on this tile to whom the notifications should come, kind of a thing, where this is not so successful in the market because I can unknowingly or unknowingly I can click on any tile suddenly. Okay, for every click, if there is an email being triggered, that's a huge spamming of the target email boxes. So this is not so successful in the market. So you just have to give the target email IDs to whom the mails have to be sent. That's it. And if you want any condition specific, rules can be included, where rules are something we see in our employee central specific sessions in the further topics. At this stage, you don't understand rules. So that is rule based. So among these, pop-up and URL are only mostly used. Email is very, very rare. It's nobody, in my experience, out of 8 projects that I have handled, no customer went for email because we even don't have I don't have any specific answer to convince them. Because if any user clicks on it, it just keep on shooting out the emails. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Suresh, yeah, Suresh Rupa here.
Yeah, Rupa.
Sorry, today is my first session. I have missed earlier 3 sessions, so I don't know whether it was covered or not. But my
Yeah,
query
please.
is, you just made a new tile section, and in SAP we have different servers, and whenever we make any changes in one server, there is a transport request created which is moved to the next server. So
Yeah,
how
Rupa,
is
I
it
got the
managed
question.
over here? Huh.
Yeah, so even that is discussed in our previous sessions last week.
Yeah,
You will find.
I'm sorry. This is my first session actually.
No problem, no problem. I even shared you that recording, right? You can find it in it. But anyways, let me answer you. So even in SuccessFactors, we have development system, quality, the testing system, and the production system. For it's when you compare, you have this transport request for every change that you're making and all. But in SuccessFactors, it's not that complex. It's a very simple, straightforward tool. Everything, whatever you configure without any transport request kind of a thing, without any disturbance, you just configure everything. The point when you want to migrate the things from one instance from quality to from development to quality to production, we have a simple to use tool called as instance synchronization. Instance synchronization is a tool that will just help us what all contents you want to move. You want to move the home page configurations, select that. You want to move workflows, select that. You want to move data items, select that. So whichever checkboxes you select and click on the send, it will go to the target. So it's simple, easy to use. So I'll be even sharing the documentation going down further sessions down the line. I will even send you a document on it. It's a simple, easy to understand self-explanatory tool that we can use in the real time. But we can't demonstrate that in this training sessions because we need different servers like quality, production.
For it, yeah.
We can't demonstrate here, but it's a self-explanatory tool. I'll share you the detailed document, official document from SAP on it. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
SuccessFactors is very simple. Very simple. We don't even have any basis kind of a role in SuccessFactors here. Every module consultant has to handle his own configuration movement. So it's very simply, in a very simple manner, it has been designed without any huge technical complexities.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Any others, guys?
One question I have from the previous session, since this is also my first session. I've seen the recording. So when we say that end user can upgrade the system based on the upgrades which they are receiving from upgrade center. So let's say if an employee has one employee has upgraded but another has not. So will it not cause any trouble while doing the transactions?
No, that's a misunderstanding. Upgrade is not done by an end user. It's done by administrator. So anything that you do from this admin center screen is definitely handled by only the administrators. So company side, after the go live, there will be some nominated administrators who will run the system. So only they will do it. If they upgrade something, that will impact to all the hundreds and thousands of employees in the company. It's not every individual will not do it. Only the administrator will be doing it. Okay.
Okay.
So anything that you carry out from this admin center screen is all definitely only 1 or 2 people in the company will have an access, not everybody. Even today, this manage homepage, what we saw is something an admin related activity. Either we as a consultant in the configuration stage will do it. After the go live, anybody in the admin side who are having some technical capability of handling this, they can do it, not a general end user. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Shiva, I have one question. Like people usually, when they migrate from SAP to SuccessFactors, then there is no use of SAP then, right?
Only payroll. So customers are still dependent on the old SAP HCM system only for payroll. If a customer has already implemented SAP HCM payroll, they don't want to disturb it. They'll keep as it is with an integration between SuccessFactors and the payroll system. They run the system. If a customer is completely coming to the SuccessFactors and SAP for the first time, even their payroll also they don't have in old SAP. Now they implement the cloud version of the payroll called Employee Central Payroll. Then there is no on-premise SAP box at all, like that.
Okay.
As a part of our training, you will be teaching us on the SAP payroll also.
Not
Sorry,
at all. So our trainings are completely on in-house modules of SuccessFactors, not about the payroll part.
Okay, payroll will not be covered here.
Yeah. Zulekha, did I answer your question? Any other clarifications?
No, that's it. No, I'm just thinking, because usually, as you said, people go for hybrid and standalone. So it's always good the company which don't practice which don't have SAP, they can actually just go for standalone, right?
Exactly. They can directly go for standalone.
Because for payroll also the employee data is going to be required. So I mean they have to keep both the systems, the SuccessFactors also and SAP also.
Exactly. Because SuccessFactors doesn't have its independent separate payroll solution. It's definitely the same old SAP HCM payroll. Either it's on-premise payroll, or if it's cloud hosted, we call it as Employee Central Payroll. End of the day, it's the same SAP HCM box payroll solution still. So SAP is not having any idea of developing a new payroll solution under SuccessFactors. They're just using the same old SAP HCM payroll engine, rebranding it as Employee Central Payroll. Okay. Because this payroll solution of SAP is well proved. It is capable of handling the localizations, taxations of various countries in past 4 decades. The almost majority of the Fortune 500 companies are also running on this SAP payroll. So they don't want to touch this, or they don't want to bring anything new again into SAP. Okay. Okay. So this is all about the home page setup, guys, the way how we can handle. And not only today's session, in the next 2-3 sessions till Thursday, what we're looking also, these are all the basics of SuccessFactors, the SuccessFactors platform specific things. None of these things are going to be part of our certification. Certifications is only on the actual modules, Employee Central, performance, recruitment, modules level you will have certification. These things, whatever I'm covering, is relevant for your real time to handle the projects on your own. This is required, not for the certification perspective. In a granular level, whatever we are looking at here, that granular level questions will not be there. From next coming Friday, sometime when we start with Employee Central specific sessions, there is where the questions will come in the certification perspective. That's why I'm not highlighting any. This question is for the certification. This is how the question will be framed and all. I'm not talking as of now. Once the EC specific sessions start, I'll be even highlighting you guys where the certification kind of a question can be expected, which topics are important in certification perspective. Even that I'll start there. Okay. Perfect, gentlemen. So that's all for now. It's been 15 minutes. We're running over. So let's again connect back same time tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll see a few more specific options on the SuccessFactors platform. Okay. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.